Katie has 30 minutes on the Viall file, so let's see what she has to say in rebuttal to Kiki Manique on Carlos King. So we immediately ask about Kiki, and she says, I don't want to talk about Kiki anymore. I feel there's been enough conversation. This is giving her the time that she's asking for. I said it with that interview I heard yesterday. I'm sorry. You didn't put on your true crime hat. You put on your money hat. You put on your access to the money hat. She called her a quote-unquote journalist. Do you regret having that lunch with Kiki? I do. I love supporting a woman. I accidentally idolized her a little bit. I thought she was a little too cool. So we sat down and everything was off the record. That sounds like Kiki. However, she won't even say the word roof. She said, I didn't tell her what you're going to ask me, did I tell her? We have different interpretations of the truth, not interpretate. She said, I didn't bring up Gretchen because this was fall. Gretchen didn't tell me she was coming back till December. She thought she was going to be friends with these heifers. Do you think that you have been unfairly targeted by your peers for being a fan of the show when it's been on for 20 years, so who hasn't seen it? And if you hadn't, why would you be here? I agree with that. Like, people have to stop saying, we can't have fans on. At this juncture, at the 15-year mark, that's the only people that's signing up. Like, you notice how the NFL isn't trying to draft me because I don't watch football. There are people that are interested, that are fans, that are going to do it. Her and Tam are on the good foot. We've seen it. Nick said, well, we're entertainers, not journalists. I'm a comedian. I never said I was a journalist. I deliver the jokes. What about the unwritten rules about being friends with bloggers now that you're on the show? And she said, well, half the cast is bloggers, so it feels hypocritical. Gina had a speed dial blogger. Why am I not surprised? Who's being the biggest hypocrite? She said Kiki and Gretchen, because Gretchen talked to Kiki on the phone. And Kiki and Gina, thick as thieves on social media. She said, I don't trust people as easily now. I did make some rookie mistakes, but I'm keeping my cards close to the vest. She's hurt that Jen didn't back her up. Oh, did she use you to get on the in with everybody since she was on the out with everybody last season and now she's dropped the woman of color just like Fox. She saw me going down and didn't want to go down with me. Then we get to talking about the call Slade made to her man, the 911. She may have sealed her fate. We've got to hold the line for Gretchen. So with Emily and the Asian designer's comment, she said, I feel like she got her caught with her pants down. And that happens. Somebody telling me how Asian I need to be feels weird. She got an AI apology from Gretchen. Her daughter checked. Child, now, some people aren't good with words. And so if she's like, look, let me go on and do this with AI before I mess it up. Maybe that was for the best. Maybe she just kept getting slick with it and was like, let me look up how to do an apology. She old, but she learning. I wouldn't check to see if it was ChatGPT. I wouldn't put it through nothing. I'd just be like, well, you apologized. God, now we got to get technical with it. That was AI. She said, I think they're coming at me because last year I embarrassed them. Embarrassed. Could be. Are the women banding together to get you to leave the show? That's what it feels like. Would you not do that, please? We got another Katie interview coming up to find out if she's going to show up at the reunion. So tell us a lie you told on the show. I lied when I protected Gretchen. She hopes that her and Sharon can make a path forward, but she really holding on to it. And she said, look, if you in a public space, nobody owes you privacy. I shouldn't have told them heifers and just played the shit for my husband and laughed at you behind your back. All right, well, that was the shit. And no spittle. But Carlos will never learn. Okay, now we have her on Entertainment Tonight. And she got on a different outfit. Her biggest regret of the season is not standing up for herself. Okay, you couldn't see your recording as a baby Monica Garcia moment. That's on you, Katie. That's on you. I'm sorry. Were they overly harsh? Yes, but you gave them the issue. She thinks that the women got what they wanted out of that fake lie detector test. Do you think this has anything to do with racism? Finally, they did not ask that on Nick Viall. She said, I can't say that. I'm not them. She said, sometimes people say things not realizing their biases behind them, like that Asian designer comment. She thinks that the lie detector was premeditated. She said, if I'm going to look for my birth mother, it ain't going to be with these heifers. They asked, why would you believe a middleman? Because it's coming from the husband. It was about Slade calling her husband. So because Gretchen hates Tamra and wanted to get them on the Tamra hate train, that's why she thinks they told that story at Masco's. Do I think she went to the hospital? No. Did she say it? Yes. So now you saying you ain't told Kiki, but how Kiki get all this information? She still ain't gonna speak on Kiki. I mean, that Asian designer comment does kind of seal that deal to you had to tell Kiki something. But all the other heifers is lying too. They're lying about the hospital, but you want to keep saying no to Kiki. Everybody going into the reunion with their stance. She said, I was just supporting a woman of color in social media. She got what I wanted. Honestly, I think Kiki saw me at BravoCon get on the show, and she said, watch this. And good for her. Wait a minute, didn't you just say you ain't shared nothing with Kiki? Now you said, well, I did share the microaggression with Kiki. Hold on, let me rewind that. Maybe maybe that's right. You said I didn't say hospital. But you said microaggression. So you don't know how she got it, but then you just said, girl, Kiki, Katie, I'm confused. Your story be changing interview to interview. Like I swear you said, I guess you're just holding on to, I didn't say hospital and roofie. I know she's doing every podcast she can. What are you doing? That's what we're supposed to do. Because the guy said, so you did tell her that, right? He was confused. I just realized I got caught in a live face. Them eyebrows went up. Oh, God, them eyebrows. Whenever she lied, them eyebrows go up and away from the face. So Tamra is the source of all of this, but the only heifer talking to you, and she said Tamra keeps the show going, so she knows this is the rent cycle, and she won't be public enemy number one next season. Now, she says she reached out to Kiki. Kiki said, I ain't heard from the heifer. Oh, why do you want this 15 minutes of fame? Alexis Bellino said you played that Sharon recording for her. Tell me what she said on it. I don't know if she misses the show. She talking about it every 10 seconds. She must miss it. She said, no bullying online. I don't want the ladies to feel how I felt this season. And I hope me and Jen can repair our friendship one day. And she is going to show up at the reunion. She ain't heard from nobody since the lie detector test aired except Tamra. Tamra don't count as a person because she ain't got no soul. All right, well, let's get to the trailer for Housewives of Orange County Midseason. My goodness, we're plucking oranges all day today. So in Amsterdam, everybody turns on Sharon and her drinking. And of course, Tamra throws Gina under the bus about it. Who do you trust the least? Tamra. Heather's scared of Tamra. Ooh, Tamra screaming at Gretchen, fuck off! It looks interesting, but yeah, Katie ain't there. Katie ain't there. Well, I will see you soon for the Bell Collector trailer. And join me tonight at 9 p.m. for the introduction of the new book in the reading club, Black AF History, a New York Times bestseller. I'll see you live on Patreon. So tell a kin, tell a friend, tell that heifer you hate. She needs to know.